This chapter consists of those steps which serve to link or to connect other movements. Linking steps might be used as preparation for a jump or pirouette, to change direction, to change legs, or to join one position with another.
Pas marcher.
In pas marcher, a series of steps is performed, extending the leg with a small développé and smoothly transferring the weight through the foot each time.
Couper.
A coupe is any step in which one foot cuts away and replaces the other as supporting foot. Here one foot cuts away the other through demi-point, finishing on a flat supporting foot, placing the other coup de pied. Here, the foot in coup de pied steps into fifth on demi-point, immediately cutting the other leg to second. Coupe is also performed jumped, with one leg cutting away the other through fifth in the air.
Chasser.
Starting fifth in demi-plie, the whole foot slides along the floor into an open position, maintaining the demi-plie and finishing with the weight equally distributed between both legs. In chassé-passé, the working foot stretches to the side of the ankle, changing feet, and continuing the chassé as before. Chassé may also start from point tendu and demi-plie. Here the toes slide along the floor until the weight is transferred onto the working foot in demi-plie, with the other leg extended, point tendu.
Couper, chasser. Galop.
This step consists of a coupe through fifth position in the air, followed by a chassé. Here it is seen with a coupe under and a chassé en avant. Although not shown, a complete turn may be made toward the front foot during the coupe, followed by the chassé as before. Here the step is performed de côté with the coupe under and the chassé traveling side.
Tomber.
This movement begins with one leg extended in the air. With a falling motion, the weight is transferred onto the extended leg, finishing in demi-plie. Here the tombe is taken once from a flat supporting foot and from demi-point in each direction.
Piquer, poser, jeter.
A step is made onto a straight leg. It may finish with a flat supporting foot on demi or on full point. The other leg may be taken to any desired position. Here poser is taken once to an extended position and once to retirer in each direction.
Pas de bourrée.
From fifth, one leg extends dégagé and demi-plié, then assembles fifth on demi-point. Stepping open to the other foot on demi-point, the first foot is closed fifth and demi-plié. Although not shown, the first foot may start coup de pied instead of dégagé. En dedans, a pas de bourrée over is executed with the back foot while turning. En dehors, a pas de bourrée under is performed with the front foot while turning. Pas de bourrée en tournant may also begin with a rond de jambe en dehors or en dedans before executing the corresponding pas de bourrée.
Pas de bourrée ouvert.
From fifth, one leg extends dégagé and demi-plié, then steps open on demi-point. The other foot closes fifth on demi-point, chasing the first leg into an open position in demi-plié. Although not part of the movement, a tendu is done to close in preparation for the next pas de bourrée ouvert.
Pas de bourrée piqué.
Starting and finishing coup de pied and demi-plie, a pas de bourrée is done picking up the released foot to coup de pied or retiré with each step made on demi-point. This step may be performed en dedans or en dehors by doing a pas de bourrée piqué over or under, respectively.
Glissade.
Starting in fifth position with a demi-plie, one leg is extended just off the floor. With a small lilting movement, both legs stretch, transferring the weight in the direction of the leg which began the movement. The second foot is extended just off the floor and closes fifth position demi-plie.
Glissade piquée, glissade précipitée, glissade pressée.
Glissade piqué is a small, quick glissade, often used as a preparation for a jump or followed by a posé.
Ballonnet piqué.
A series of small springs is performed on the whole foot. The working foot is extended front just off the floor and drawn back to the middle of the supporting foot on landing, striking the floor sharply.
Contretemps.
From tendu croisé derrière with a coupé under turning to effacé, the front foot chasses forward into a temps levé in arabesque. Then the back leg chasses forward, finishing fourth in demi-plie. Here the dancer stretches the back leg and chasses forward in preparation for the next contretemps. Contretemps is also executed with a rond de jambe movement to replace the supporting foot. Again, the dancer stretches the back leg tendu derrière and chasses forward as preparation for the next contretemps. Here, contretemps starts with the rond de jambe movement and chasses forward as before. After closing fifth and demi-plie, the dancer jumps and travels forward, landing arabesque before the final chassé to fourth. A tendu derrière and chassé en avant are done to prepare for the next contretemps. In demi-contretemps, a temps levé is performed in arabesque, turning from croisé to effacé. The back foot chasses forward, finishing fourth in demi-plie. A tendu derrière and chassé en avant are done in preparation for the next demi-contretemps. Here, demi-contretemps is done with a small attitude in place of the arabesque.
Failli.
Jumping from fifth position croisé, both legs are held fifth in the air, turning to effacé. It continues, landing in arabesque, the back foot chasses to fourth, transferring the weight onto the front leg. Center practice refers to those movements performed at the bar which are repeated in the center to increase strength and balance. They may also be combined with other movements such as pirouettes. Only those exercises are shown here which have not previously been demonstrated at the bar.
Temps lié.
Starting fifth with a demi-plie, one foot extends tendu. The weight is transferred through demi-plie to the other foot, stretching the legs to tendu and closing fifth. Here the dancer steps onto demi-point and assembles the legs in fifth before lowering. Another way of executing temps liés is with a plie in fifth and a chassé into the open position. Temps liés also done with a développé in demi-plie, stepping onto a straight leg and raising the second leg to the desired position, here done to demi-point.
Battement divisé en quart.
En dehors. Starting fifth, the front foot is raised retiré devant and extended front at 90 degrees in demi-plie. As the supporting leg rises demi-point, the working leg is carried side, making a quarter turn en dehors. The supporting heel is then lowered, bringing the working foot retiré devant. Executed 4 times, this makes a complete turn. En dedans, the process is reversed, raising the back foot to retirer derrière and extending it back. As the supporting leg rises to demi-point, the working leg is carried side, making a quarter turn en dedans. Although not seen here, this exercise may be done with half and full turns. In pirouettes, one or more turns is performed on one leg on demi or full point. The other leg may be placed in a variety of positions. Pressing the feet against the ground and the closing of the arms provides drive for multiple turns. The head spots, being the last part of the body to leave the front during the turn and the first to arrive.
Pirouette.
A pirouette en dehors is a turn on one leg on demi or full point away from the supporting leg. The other foot is taken to the front of the supporting leg, usually at knee height, although it may also be placed at the base of the calf or at the ankle. Pirouette en dehors from fifth. Pirouette en dehors from fourth. Pirouette en dehors from second. Although not shown here, pirouettes may also be taken from grand plié. A pirouette en dedans is a turn on one leg on demi or full point toward the supporting leg. The other foot is taken to the front of the supporting leg, usually at knee height, although it may also be placed at the base of the calf or at the ankle. Here, pirouette en dedans is seen from fifth position. Here, from fourth, the foot is taken directly to the front of the supporting knee. From fourth, the working leg may also be whipped to second in demi-plié before placing it in front of the supporting knee.
Grande pirouette.
A grande pirouette is a turn on demi or full point with the leg held at 90 degrees in any desired position. The arms may also be held in a variety of positions. Here it is done en dehors, away from the supporting leg, in attitude derrière. Grande pirouette en dehors in second position. Grande pirouette en dehors in arabesque. Grande pirouette en dehors in attitude devant. Here we see grand pirouette en dedans toward the supporting leg in attitude derrière. Grand pirouette en dedans in second position. Grande pirouette en dedans in arabesque. Grande pirouette en dedans in attitude devant. Grand pirouette can also be done consecutively, here en dehors in second position.
Grande pirouette sautillée, pirouette sautée.
With one leg held at 90 degrees and the supporting leg in demi-plie, a series of small hops are done on the whole foot while turning. This step may be performed en dehors or en dedans in any desired position. Here we see en dehors in second. En dedans in arabesque. Adage consists of slow sustained movements executed following center practice. These movements are designed to develop strength, balance, sense of line, smooth expressive movements of the arms and head, and musicality.
Promenade, tour lent.
A promenade is a turn pivoting on the ball of the supporting foot with the other leg in any desired position, here seen en dedans in arabesque. En dedans in attitude devant. Though not seen here, it is also performed en dehors.
Fouetter, fouetter effacé, fouetter au vadage, grand fouetté.
Starting with one leg front at 90 degrees, the supporting heel pivots en dedans, passing through second to arabesque. The movement may also be reversed, starting with the leg back at 90 degrees, pivoting en dehors, passing through second to the front. When executed in this direction, it may also be termed rotation.
Renverser.
En dehors. Starting attitude or arabesque, croisé derrière, a demi-plié is performed tilting the upper body slightly forward. On the relevé, the body arches slightly back. The bend is increased, leaving the head front while the legs do pas de bourrée en dehors, the movement finishing erect. En dedans. Starting with the leg extended or attitude quasi-devant, a demi-plie is performed tilting the upper body forward. On the releve, the upper body arches back. This bend is increased, leaving the head front as the legs do pas de bourrée en dedans, finishing erect. Here a coupé into a grand rond de jambe en dehors on releve is used as a preparation, finishing the renversé movement as before. En écarté. To begin the leg, extends écarté derrière and cuts coup de pied devant. The body bends forward and toward the working leg. A single turn with a back bend is performed on releve en dedans, finishing écarté derrière. The allegro consists of quick and lively jumps, building from small simple steps to large, more complex jumps. Petit allegro refers to small jumps and connecting steps performed at a rapid tempo, sometimes terre-à-terre or close to the ground. Grand allegro is done at more moderate tempo and aims at the greatest possible elevation and suspension in the air. In all allegro, the dancer aims for the quality of ballon, or a smooth, continuous rising and falling motion of the feet.